Hi guys, and welcome to Moto TV, and in this video we're going to be looking at one of America's most prolific and quite honestly disgusting and horrendous serial killers, and that is Jeffrey Dahmer. Not only did this man target people and kill them in brutal ways, he also cannibalized them, which is just a totally horrendous thing to do to another human being. So in this video we're going to be looking at the events that happened around one of the world's most horrific crimes that could be imagined, and the person that did them, Jeffrey Dahmer. As always, I'd love to know what your thoughts are in the comments. The case of Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer is one of the worst serial killers in history, who committed the rape, murder and dismemberment of 17 men. Jeffrey was a loved and happy child, but around the age of 6 all this changed as Jeffrey became very isolated, very insecure. By the time he was 14 he was interested in murder and necrophilia. It wasn't long before these thoughts turned into action, as in 1978 Jeffrey picked up a hitchhiker called Steve Hicks. He took Steve back to his parents' home where he got him drunk. When Hicks tried to leave, Dahmer killed him, cut up his body and buried him in the woods behind the property. After a short time in the army, Dahmer was discharged due to the fact that he had increasing problems with his alcoholism. Dahmer, aged 21, returned to Idaho and dug up Hicks' remains. He smashed them with a hammer and scattered them around the woods. At this point in his life he began drinking a lot more. His alcoholism got a lot worse, and he was eventually jailed for performing a sexual act in front of 2 young boys. 9 years after Dahmer had killed Hicks, he killed again, this time killing Stephen Dahmer, who he had met in a gay bar. The pair booked into a hotel, and by the morning Stephen was cut up and left outside with the trash. Dahmer went on killing for a further 13 years, killing mainly African Americans who were either strangled or bludgeoned to death. He would then take part in sexual acts with the corpses before dismembering them and disposing of the bodies. As the body count rose, he began to experiment with other ways of disposing of bodies, including eating the flesh. He also drilled holes into their head whilst they were still alive. In 1991, Dahmer was finally arrested when one of his victims managed to escape and led the police back to Dahmer's flat. When the police went into Dahmer's flat, they discovered photos of dismembered bodies, severed heads in the fridge, some severed heads and body parts in the freezer, and preserved organs and body parts in the fridge as well. Dahmer was sentenced to 15 life sentences and eventually was killed in prison by a fellow inmate, Christopher Scarver. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, it does help us out a lot. Subscribe if you would like to see more of what we do. We put regular videos up onto the YouTube channel, and we shall see you in the next video.